thank you for joining us this Jasmine for our 10th anniversary Gaginang Conference. Thank you for making it.
I'm so excited. We appreciate it. Appreciate you making it out here as far north as Toronto, Canada, as far east as Pennsylvania, Philly, and as far south as San Diego. If you guys could just stand up and give yourselves a round of applause. We got people from Oregon, NorCal, SoutCal, and Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. So if you guys could stand up, give yourselves a round of applause.
All right, those of you that stand up, you dismissed. This is truly an international group of attendees, and speaking for the planning committee, we are very, very grateful that you decided to make this trek.
We have a full agenda today, so please take a moment to review it. Note that our first break is at 1 p.m. for lunch, then a short one at 3:50, and again at 6:30 for dinner.
At this time, I would like to take the opportunity to congratulate the planning committee members. It took about 6 to 7 months to plan this, so it took a lot of effort by everyone. So if you guys could come up and say thank you. So planning committee members, everyone that's here. I just want to point out that these speakers are available for our virtual activities.
I present to you the Seattle Gaginang 2013 Conference Planning Committee.
All right. Before we conclude our comment. Before we introduce our guests, I would like to ask for your full attention. It's about safety. If there's an event of fire, there's an exit behind you, and pretty much just don't rush out. There's restrooms to my right, so men's and women's to my right. Our conference rooms are to our left, and the museum's to our right. So if you have any questions, feel free to grab any one of ours in the t-shirts so they can tell you where to go. So I appreciate you guys coming out here today.
Thank you, and
so we're going to start this a little early. Our introduction speaker today is from Philadelphia. It's a co-founder of Gaginang. Please give a warm welcome to Nick Tang.
First off, I'd like to say that I've known Jay for 10 plus years, and this is the first time I've ever met him in my life. So, before I can talk about Gaginang, I guess I should talk about myself a little bit. I, like probably half of you at least, or maybe a little bit less, give or take, was born to parents who were raised from Cambodia. When they got here, I was born soon after, and for the longest time, I call myself Chinese to everyone, and I still do, but I was very confused about it at one point because all my friends in Philly were Cantonese, and every time we would meet, I would meet another Chinese person, they would kind of question me because I didn't speak Cantonese, I didn't speak Mandarin. I spoke some weird dialect that they'd never heard of. For a long time, I didn't really question too much because I was fine with just being who I was, not really thinking too much about my identity. Then I went to Chinese school and I met some Asian people and I was like, oh, okay, they're like me. But I was there for about a year and a half and then I quit because I was like, I'm wasting my parents' money. I don't really care about learning Chinese. I don't need it, or Mandarin. That's how I was. So then I went to college, and then I think that's when it started to hit me that I'm very unique because not a single person there that I met during freshman orientation was Jeju. Everyone was. All the Asian people I met were from everywhere, but none of them had my background. And then I was introduced to technology or my T1 internet connection, and I wasted many nights on altavista.com, I think at the time, searching for the word Jeju, like in all the different spellings I didn't know. And eventually I found this webpage started by Thailand, and I think it was like visual.tripod.com. And on his page he would have language, like how to pronounce stuff in Penyin. And I would email him. I emailed him several times to correct his mistakes. I'll say, hey, this doesn't make sense, why are you pronouncing it this way? I don't think it's right. And eventually, he started this message board, really simple message board on quicktopic.com. It's actually still on there. And that's where we started talking to each other. Me,